This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we are going to be going over my favorite dungeon crawls of 2023. So that's games that I played within 2023. And these are some of the favorites. Now, of course, anything that came out prior to that, or if I've never played it before, I put it on this list. But you know, you're not going to see, you know, the usual. You're not going to see League of Dungeoneers, even though they just had a Kickstarter, and I played their expansion there. It doesn't count because it's a prototype. So I actually have to play the physically whole game. You know, Dungeon Universalis, Warhammer Quest, they're all not going to be on this list. These are games that I played this year and that have blown me away and I've been very excited about. At the very beginning of January, and we're going to get started here, I had gotten in Darkest Dungeon. Now, I know all the problems with Mantic and this, that, and the other, but I really enjoyed this game. I had a lot of fun with this, and I started painting it. I enjoyed the miniatures. I enjoyed the gameplay. You know, it was a fun little thing. So I'm going to put that at number 10, and it sits really well with me there. I have all the expansions for it. Jeez, I've got so much that I want to delve into. Every time I look at it, I want to pull it out and play it. But it's definitely a great game, for me at least, that I've been enjoying and having a lot of fun with. And you're going to see this on another list that I believe that we do in a week or so. At number 9, is a little box game, and I was just blown away by how much fun I had with this. And for a nice little dungeon crawl card game, Dungeons of Dragar, I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I love trying to get through it, and you're just limited to who you have, and once they die, they're dead pretty much. You got to go back up, try to rearm yourself to go back and finish the dungeon that you didn't finish. So if you get killed, you get booted out, basically. This works very well and is a ton of fun. Another game that I got late and I started playing in January was Frosthaven. I had a lot of fun with this. I thought this was so much better than Gloomhaven, and what it did, how you built the town, how you went on all the adventures. The quality of everything was through the roof. You could see where they learned a lot from Gloomhaven and all the other versions of this that came out, and just continued to kind of develop this story and what it does, and you have to be impressed whether you like it or not as a dungeon crawl, because it does have a lot of Euro elements to it. But I thought this was such a vast improvement, and I really enjoyed it. At number 7 is a game that I was anticipating all year. 2 versions of it came out. They are both on this list. This one I liked a little less because I liked the other one a little bit more, and you can interchange the 2 of them. That's Valley of the Serpent Kings, Shadow of Brimstone Adventures. I thought this was excellently done. I love the castle in there. I mean, to be on this list, you've got to be able to do things right, and this has done a lot of things right, and I was really just blown away by this and all the things that it did. And that's why it sits at number 7. They're just things that I just thought were just a little bit better, and I enjoyed a little bit more. I'm really blown away by these next 6. So this is a good spot for it. and I'm happy with where it sits here. At number 6 is a game that I don't think you would expect me to put here, and that is Descent: The Betrayer's War. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Is it overpriced and things like that? And is it app driven? And I'm not crazy about the whole app driven thing. Yeah, okay. But I've been getting more into this. I like the crafting in it. I wish they just did did the first one a little bit differently. I think the miniatures are unbelievable. I think the way this is working so far, I've been having a real blast with the heroes and so forth and so on. And I'm kind of changing my ways with app-driven dungeon crawls. I think it helps out a lot. It does a lot of good things. Again, it's kind of hard to teach an old dog new tricks, but they kind of did when you really think about it. So, Descent: The Betrayer's War at number 6. And number 5. I really love this company and what they've done, and that's Tales of the Red Dragon Inn. I think this just is just fun. And that's what you want on a dungeon crawl. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. It doesn't have to be this thought-provoking tale. It doesn't have to be so overproduced that with 9,000 miniatures. It's acrylic standees, and it does. There are. There's standees, and then there's. You have a couple miniatures for your heroes. I really like this. It doesn't take away from everything. Not everything has to be this huge, gigantic miniature. I think we're getting to a time when that is all going away, and more games like this that concentrate on a good story, thought-provoking, fun, it's enjoyable. We're all not professional painters. God knows I'm not anymore. God, I never was. But, my arm not good anymore and things like that. This kind of stuff where they build the theme for you and acrylic really does work. You take that beautiful art and you just put it on there and it does something. It brings a game to life. And I really believe that we don't have to overdo it with miniatures. We just got to have a nice, wonderful tale. And that's what Red Dragon Inn does. At number 4, Shadows of Brimstone Adventures, Gates of Valhalla, Vikings, and the Shadow of Brimstone story. Count me in. This is beautiful. I had so much fun painting this. I had so much fun playing this. There wasn't an overabundance of miniatures, to overwhelm you. And I really feel that this was one of their better outputs as far as the game is concerned. This brought life back into Shadows of Brimstone for me, and I was just thrilled by it. I was excited by it, and we done a ton of videos breaking all this stuff down, talking about all the things that you can do with it, and my goodness, what a wonderful, 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 wonderful game. At number 3 is a game I've been playing for about a month, and that is Kinfire Chronicles. It's kind of a mix of Gloomhaven and, oh God, what was that adventure book game that I really liked? It just does things right, and I really enjoyed it. And you're able to. I'm a big guy that believes that if you can keep a game in front of you, that it does a lot. And this game is kept in front of you. It's not a massive imprint, but what it does is it stands out and it does its job very, very, very well. And it's a lot of fun, period. I mean, just period. This is a home run. this is a game that really stands out and does a great job. And Kinfire Chronicles, if you have the means to go pick it up, go pick this thing up, because it is just fun and wonderful. At number 2, this is a game that I knew nothing about, but I was blown away when I started messing with it. And any time that you can be very creative and take and make dungeons out of basic cardboard, okay, so it all fits into the box, and that's Archaes. This game here, you're on an archaeological hunt, unfolding a story. You take out and you clip all these rooms together, and you adventure per room, and it just works. It really does. It absolutely works, and it's so much fun. I really love this game. This one just really stands out for me. It is a home run. And if you have the chance to get it, go to Miniature Market, go get it. You won't be disappointed. The expansions are fantastic. Everything that this thing does, it's easy to learn, easy to play, and just play. It tells a fantastic story, and I really, really enjoy this. So number 2, Archaes. At number 1 is a game that I have spent, I want to say 30 hours in the last couple of weeks, and for me to spend that much time on a game says a lot. It's just so unique, and believe it or not, my number 1 this year is an app-driven game, and that's Pericles Gathering Darkness. I can't say enough about this, that if you don't have it, go to their website. I believe it's Lucky Dog, or just type in Pericles Gathering Darkness, and you'll go right to their site. I love the fact that it controls a lot of things. The initiative, which is out of my hands, but everything else you have to control yourself. The acrylic standees, the beautiful tiles. It is a throwback to about 10-15 years ago, and for me that really hits home, being an old fart and an old time gamer here. But this is just, when you get the box, you get this box and you pick this box up and you go, dear God, what the heck is in here? And there is a lot in there. The pre-gen characters are fantastic, but you can create your own character, which is a game into itself. Creating a new character. This game just does everything right, to the D4s, which are rounded on the end, which I just think are fantastic, because I'm like, well, you know, I always hated those little pyramid D4s, and then somebody makes a D4 that's just really, really cool. It's just a lot of different little things that this thing just does right. The story is fantastic. The cutscenes are thematic and suck you in. This does everything right. It does it right. And honestly, you need to check it out. That, my friends, is my number 1. Now, there are other games that I've played that aren't on this list. Oathsworn 2.0, I kind of left it off. Torch and Sword, which is in Kickstarter, so I didn't get a chance to play the full game. You know, when it goes to Kickstarter and all the other things that it does, unless I have the retail or Kickstarter copy, I don't put them on lists like this, because I don't think it's fair. I tried to put on here stuff that you can get your hands on. Now, these are the things that I played over this last year that I have just been, whew, and I do these lists off my top of my head. I hope to God I didn't forget something. But I always feel that if it's in my mind, then it meant something to me. And these really sat and mean a lot to me. And each one of these are special in its own way. And I just think that you would have a wonderful time playing these. So, I hope you enjoyed the list. Let me know in the comments what you think, and until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.